Hi everybody, it's me, last page. Here we go. This is the fun one, electives. So it's really important that you read this top section. Where's my thing? There it is. Read this top section carefully because depending on how you choose your elective classes and how you choose your alternate or backup elective classes can really determine how the computer gets you the classes that you want. So we kind of sometimes have to outsmart the computer by giving them as many alternates as we can. So there are year-long courses which meet both first and second semester, like concert band, carpentry, intro to culinary arts. Those are all examples of year-long classes. And then there's some classes that are semester classes, like graphic tech or video, photography, classes like that. And some classes you'll find are both. So I'll show you those in a second. But like art could be taken for a semester or it could be taken for a full year. So what you need to be thinking about is when essentially most students are going to be signing up for your one extra period, your elective period. This is your 8th choice that you're making. And we're asking for a lot of backups for that. So if you want that last period, your elective, to be 2 semester classes, those are the choices you're going to make: one semester choice and another semester choice. And then what we're going to ask for, though, for each of those semester classes is 2 backups. So that's why we get to wanting 7 choices total, because if you choose one semester and then one semester as your first choice, that's 2. And then 2 backups for each of those is 4. And 2 plus 4 is 6. And then we throw in an extra one for giggles, we get to a lot. So this is the semester requirement that we're asking folks to do. If you want a year-long course for your 8th period, your elective class, the full year class is you just choose one as your main one, and then we want a bunch of backups for that as well. So you could choose 2 or 3 year-long classes, and then you can put in some backup semester classes in there as well. It can kind of be any combination of semester or year-long. But the more back you have to, we're making you make these choices, 7 total. So do your best to pick the classes. We want to get you in the classes that you want the most. So we're going to try to get you in your first choice, but we want to get you in some class that you've looked over and chosen, and not kind of a random class that we need to put you in. An asterisk, the little star thing right there, that indicates that there's a prerequisite or another class that you need to also be in at the same time. Okay? And then some students might want to double up in math. The only combination of classes you can do that in is by taking geometry and Algebra 3-4, which is the advanced algebra class. If you're considering doubling up next year, definitely talk to your math teacher, read the course guide. And the only combination, remember, is if you've already signed up for geometry on page 2, you could sign up for Algebra 3-4 on this page, and I'll show you where to do that. And of course, there's the course guide link right there. So here are all the drop downs, and I've gone through this once before, but so here's the drop down. There's 32 elective options in here. And you can see right off the bat, Theater Arts Introduction has both a semester option and a year-long option. So if I want to go down the semester road and I pick Theater Arts for a semester, I then need to also pick another class that's a semester class, right? So then I have Theater Arts and I have Art, 2 semesters. And now I get to pick 2 backups for each of those. So I've gone through and I've kind of selected photography and video as backups, and these could get popped in any order possibly into that 8th period for your elective. And then some other options are journalism or digital journalism. Those are both semester classes. Those can be taken as semesters individually, or they can be taken together all the way through. Both of those are prerequisites, so they're classes that you would need to take before getting into our yearbook or the newspaper department. And then we want one more, so 7th period choice. So for that, that could be, it could be that you're doing that last one is maybe, there's usually not a lot of room in speech and debate, pretty popular class, but you could choose a year-long class as your last elective alternate as a year-long class. I'm getting a little tongue-tied here as I do this. So another option would be that you come up here and you want to do year-long classes. So you want to do the Intro to Theater Arts year-long. So now what do I have to do? Say it with me. I got to forecast for another year-long class, like Culinary Arts is awesome, learning how to cook. And then I'm going to forecast for another year-long class, like Intro to Business. That's a new class that we're offering again, kicking off our business program again. So that's my 3rd elective choice. I'm going to do one more backup for a year-long class, like beginning speech and debate. I'll do that one. And then these last ones, I'm going to do some semesters. I'm just going to throw in digital journalism, art, and then one more semester here. Oh, beginning leadership. That's a good one too. It's kind of good to have a piece of paper with you, and you can kind of like write them down as you go. Keep track of them. Let's go with graphic tech for my last choice. So this is your 7th elective choice. There's a good chance that we're not going to get that far, but we might. So it's great if you could make, well, you're going to need to fill all of those out. So that's kind of your trajectory if you're looking to do some year-long elective classes. Put that one that you're most interested in at the top, and then go down from there in priority. One thing to consider if you are in the ESL program, or if you have an IEP, you should be forecasting for the appropriate support class for that. So if you have an IEP, it's academic skills as your first choice. And what that could mean, if this is your elective class, your 8th period, this is an example of where maybe a student might want to forego taking a world language if they need to be taking one of these support classes. So that might be, go back to the next page, take world language off, and then add some others, add some elective classes in here that sound like fun classes to take. So make sure if you need those classes, make sure you get those in there at the top. If you miss that, we're going to get you in those classes anyway, and we'll let you know if you have any other choices to make for electives. So do your best there. I know it kind of sounds like a lot, but the more options that you give us, the better job we can do at giving you the electives that you want. So I hope that was helpful, and reach out to your middle school counselor if you have questions. Come to one of our help sessions. Check out our FAQ Padlet if you can as well. That's on the last page of the slideshow. Good luck, and we look forward to seeing you guys next year.